Hi and welcome back to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and we continue our look at the Benjamin Mendy, Lewis Hart Matturie trial. Yes, we've had all the evidence given now. This is day 39. It's the judge guiding the jury today, and obviously we'll get the closing speeches very soon. So, yeah, the actual co-defendants will not be taking the stand, which is their right. This is trial day 39, 16th of November, 2022. Please, if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, all things Manchester City. The good, the bad and the ugly, of course, but all footballing things as well, past, present and forever, of course. So if you can join us, if you've not already done so, it'd be great to have you on board. Spread the word, even more importantly, and to make an old City fan very, very happy, please give us that thumbs up. It's great. It's great to get views, which I do get a lot for these, but it's nice to get thumbs up as well. It's really nice, so much appreciation if you can do that for me. Right, to summarise. Mr. Mendy, 28, is accused of 7 counts of rape against 4 women, 1 count of attempted rape and 1 count of sexual assault. The offence is alleged to have taken place at his Cheshire mansion between October 2018 and August 2021, relating to 7 women in total. Mr. Matturie from Eccles, Salford, is accused of 6 counts of rape and 3 counts of sexual assault relating to 7 women. Judge Stephen Everett resides at Chester Crown Court, and my thanks as ever to the Manchester Evening News and their court reporter and their timeline. And today it was Simon Coyle. And it starts with Judge Stephen Everett giving legal directions to the jury before the barristers begin their closing speeches. The judge tells the jury they are responsible for weighing up the evidence and deciding the facts of the case. He adds, it's entirely up to you to decide what evidence is reliable and what evidence is not. You do not have to decide every disputed point, only those that are necessary for you to reach your verdicts. Judge Everett is now taking the jury through the burden of proof. He tells jurors it is down to the prosecution to prove the defendant's guilt, and that Mr. Mendy and Mr. Matturie do not have to prove anything to you. He says they must be sure of guilt in order to convict a defendant on a charge. If you are not sure a defendant is guilty of a charge he faces, your verdict must be not guilty, the judge explains. Jurors are also instructed to treat both defendants' cases separately, as well as the evidence for each count they face. What you must not do is assume your verdicts must be the same for both defendants, adds Judge Everett. The judge tells jurors they must not make any false assumptions or let any stereotypes about rape or sexual assault affect their verdicts. You may have concluded that Mr. Mendy and Mr. Matturie wanted to have sex with a number of women, and at times were prepared to have sex with the same woman at the same party on the same night, Judge Everett adds. It is entirely possible you have to come to the conclusion that you were not impressed with this approach. He tells the jury that the defendants are not on trial for that attitude or approach or a breach of lockdown rules, and that they must regard the evidence dispassionately and not allow any moralistic view to cloud their judgment. The jury is now being taken through the legal definitions of rape, attempted rape and sexual assault. Judge Everett advises the jury of what the prosecution must prove in order for them to convict Mr. Mendy and Mr. Matturie on each of the counts they face. The judge tells the jury they must treat Mr. Mendy as of previous good character. He reminds them that the City defender has no previous convictions. He says that while that is not a defence to any of the charges he faces, it is a positive feature you should take into account in his favour when considering whether you should accept what he has told you. The fact he has not offended in the past may make it less likely that he acted in the way the prosecution alleged, Judge Everett adds. The judge has now finished giving his legal directions. Jurors have been sent home until tomorrow morning, when prosecution barrister Timothy Craig KC will begin his closing speech. So there we go, 12:54 p.m. The jury was sent home, and we will return to listening to Timothy Craig KC's closing speech tomorrow, Thursday, the 17th of November 2022. Very interesting there, very interesting. Please leave us your comments, guys, and I will be back with the latest tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again, and that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.